Hello, guys. Welcome to the match review of the Leicester game. I'm just getting my breath back. Where do I even start? Oh my goodness! Wow, what an absolute unreal last 4 minutes.
Couldn't
Andre,
believe it.
how are you doing? Have you caught your breath?
When Bergwijn shot that at the end, I really thought that wasn't gonna go in because we're never lucky like that. And
Yeah, I
then there
know,
we
but
go.
it hit the post, and I was just like, "Oh my goodness, this is just going to
Yeah,
be." Such a disappointment. But I was buzzing with the draw regardless, like the
yeah.
way we scored so late, and then I just cannot believe it. But guys, there's quite a few of you in here already. I'm sure you're all buzzing. Let's all leave a like. Would massively appreciate it and really helps the channel. Guys, get your comments in. We're going to answer everything. Um, wow, that is the most excited I've been about Spurs. I'm going to say I can't think of the last time I was that excited at the end of a game. It's got to be Ajax. Like,
Yeah.
please
Yeah,
correct me if
that's
I'm wrong. Like, in terms of a last minute goal, 2 goals late, like 95 and 97. And by the way, Bergwijn, if you remember, 2 minutes before that, pushed someone in the face. Like, could
yeah.
have easily got himself sent off, and that riled him up. That got him going, didn't it? That's all he needs. Like, sometimes he's so relaxed. It's like he's in Amsterdam on the Cali, like just chilling out. Like he suddenly got well worked up, got that goal, got the crowd going, like got our fans going, and then unbelievable at the end, just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, not to mention that I think Leicester just got really nervous after we scored. Like it was very unfortunate. It was very lucky Bergwijn's first goal.
Mm.
And then they just got nervous. I don't know, 10 seconds. That's all it took. 10 seconds, and
I
we scored
know,
the second. And we
I
scored
know.
another one.
I can't remember the last time I was this happy about Spurs. Like, wow, just I'm trying to think of the words to say of how good that was at the end. Like, Andre, did you have any hope even before the game we'd get a point out of this game?
See, I always want to hold out hope for the Premier League games because I know Conte goes all out for them, right? The top four, that's that. I think that's his goal. He's not promising anything trophies wise, but I know that that's his goal, so we can do some good moves in the summer.
Mm.
So I held out hope for a draw. When they scored again 2-1, I was like, okay, if we can get a draw, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
And then we got the goal, and I was like, cool. I looked away for like 2 seconds, and I see Kane pass over to Bergwijn. He goes for a run, and I'm sitting there going like, "Oh my god, he's not gonna get it in."
I didn't think he was going to shoot. I think he was going to go around the keeper.
The amount of times he's by himself one on one with the keeper and he misses. Like that was that Liverpool game from I think it was 2 years ago, or was it last year?
Yeah.
Where he
And
just
messed up.
one on ones he messed up,
Yeah.
and then I saw it going towards the post. I'm like, not gonna go in. Here we go. It's gonna be another like what could have been, and it went in. And I ran a nice solid lap around my house. I couldn't believe it.
I know.
Oh my god.
I know, it's absolutely scenes like all the Spurs YouTubers, all the Spurs pages are just going absolutely mental. Like, this is what Spurs needed to revive their season. It's all got a bit, doom and gloom. We need to sign some some players now. And ironically, Bergwijn's one of the players that was linked to exit. Is he going to go now? Well,
I don't
it
know.
would just be Spurs to let him go on that, wouldn't it? But without going to a negative of Spurs, because let's stay positive, because it's not always positive like this. Can this kickstart our season and really revive it to go to top four? What are your thoughts on that?
I think that Premier League wise, we have not been doing that bad. It's the other cup games that we've been doing poor because Conte needs to rotate the squad a bit, and we don't have the depth for that. So honestly, if we get out of these cups, I'm gonna be really like upset about that. But at the same time, if that means that we can qualify for top four for next season and get some good things going in the summer, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, for sure.
I think this was one of the harder games. Honestly, like Leicester haven't been performing that well because of injuries, but it was one of the harder games because they just have a way of just showing up. So
absolutely
glad we got this win. We're still behind. We still have some games in hand, and they're easier ones now. It's a Brighton game and a Burnley game. So, that's
yeah. Chelsea on Sunday though, like Chelsea away.
All right.
I mean, that's the one I'm worried about in terms of obviously Chelsea. Only drew against Brighton last night. Brighton played really well, but Chelsea not performing to their best. And the fact of the matter is, in last midweek they beat us quite comfortably. 3-0 on aggregate. That's the thing that worries me. But the how energized that team was after that win. Harry Kane absolutely going nuts in front of the away end. The away end just erupted, obviously. Like, they're probably still
Lloris ran
dancing.
over too.
I mean, there's probably going to be like 4,000 drunk Spurs fans on the way back. I don't blame them. It's just unbelievable. Like, 95th minute, 94th minute, we're 2-1 down. 97th minute, we somehow win. John McCabe's in it. He says, 1-0 down. I bet Kane to score any time. Draw at half time and full time. Wow. Spurs 11-1. So you're the money man. Yes, Coys.
Yes.
Big up yourself, John. That's absolutely class, mate. But I just, honestly, wow. Guys, what are your thoughts in the comments? Let us know. And if you're new to the channel, big yourselves up. Leave us a like and a subscribe. And we do plenty of these match reactions and podcasts throughout the week. So if you want some more Spurs content, guys, it's here. And obviously check us out on socials. But no, back to the game. Like, when Bergwijn went round the keeper, we were all thinking he was going to absolutely fluff his lines. And even at 2-2, by the way, when we scored to make it 2-2, Leicester went on the attack, didn't they? And I was thinking, oh no, like, don't do it, Spurs. And then I can't remember who intercepted it. It was really poor from the Leicester player. Just in no man's land in midfield, lost the ball. Then it went to a 3v3. Great ball, and so well. You've got to give him credit where it's due. It's just unbelievable. Like, to the composure, the way it hit the post and just rolled in, just like the suspense through the whole thing. It was all in slow motion for me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, well, you know what? The minute that went in, I was running around. I couldn't believe it. It was crazy. Again, we don't get lucky like this often. So when that bounced on the post, I was just, whew, yeah. And also, who knows what's going to happen with Bergwijn now? Because that's
that's gonna be the talk, isn't it? But before we talk about Bergwijn a little bit more, Stephen Laird, a moment of respect, guys. Let's just put our hands together a second. Wow, you've just missed an iconic moment, Stephen. I feel so sorry for you. He says, mate, I was fuming. I went to the toilet and missed both goals. Stephen, keep going to the toilet in the 90th minute, mate. Maybe we'll score more. But in all seriousness, John said could be an important 3 points at the end of the season. On balance, we deserve it. It's huge. We're now 5th, aren't we? And we're so close to being, in that top 4 with 3 games in hand over a lot of teams. Yeah. Did you see the Fabrizio tweet? Do you know what?
I saw that. Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk about that in just a second. Yeah. We'll talk about it in just a second. But before we do so, if I'm being honest, even on Spurs Related on Instagram, I had the graphic ready for 2-1. I was running around my room. I had to catch my breath. It was absolutely mental. But Mick's in here. Welcome on, Mick. He said, keep him. I think I keep him now. He's shown that sign of brilliance. Yeah, it's taken 2 years, but he's just got us a huge 3 points, pretty much single-handedly. I mean, it's incredible. Could have been, like I said, it's absolutely huge 3 points. But let's talk about that Fabrizio post then quickly, Andre.
Yeah, so basically it was the idea that he also was in shock at what happened and the fact that Ajax had submitted some bids for him, which I think we did cover that on our Instagram if you want to check that out. The fact that Ajax had been bidding 15 million or so and it was rejected because we're looking for 25. Tottenham's looking for 25. But we'll see if we even sell him. I don't know. The thing is, it's 2 goals, very nice. And I think the other few games ago he also scored. But I don't know. I think that he comes and goes. So I need to see more consistency from him before I make a decision.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's going to be a lot of. I mean, I did it myself. I mean, saying keep him, but obviously we got to remember that Bergwijn has been absolutely daft for 2 years. Yes, we'll give it to him tonight. He's given us an absolute, joyful night. It's unbelievable. We're all absolutely buzzing. But does that warrant him to stay for Spurs based on the fact that he has been diabolical for 2 years? I feel like we keep it in a separate video. We keep the vibes high tonight. We don't get these moments often, guys. But nonetheless, in terms of the whole game, who did you thought, apart from obviously Bergwijn when he came on, there was the standout performance? I thought Harry Kane was unbelievable tonight. His hold-up play, his finish was unbelievable. The composure, that's back to Harry Kane prime for me. We need to see more of it. We need him to continually, progress and continue to be at that level. Obviously, he's dipped when he's scored before, but we need him to turn up to these big games like Chelsea. That would be absolutely huge. Ian Hunter's in here, says Bergwijn was the hero, but Kane man of the match for me. I think you have to give Bergwijn the man of the match, but but like
Kane's
I said, Kane is the honourable mention in terms of, if it wasn't 2 90-minute goals, I think Kane would have got that.
Yeah, to be fair, it was his assist, that nice serve to Bergwijn, which let him go 1-on-1. But yeah, you are right. I think it's more of an honorable mention. I think Kane was great this today, but Bergwijn, he's the one who finished it. He got it in.
He was. And at the end of the day, who else would you say was a good standard tonight in terms of standout performances? I thought
Skip for me.
I thought actually Doherty did well when he came on as well. I thought Doherty had a good game.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Tanganga was a little bit
good.
Lloris is for me, he's always good. I mean, I can't complain about the 2 goals we conceded. It was defensive errors, to be honest with you. I don't think Davies, Tanganga, and Sanchez are a good back 3. I really don't. I think it's leaky, and I didn't think Leicester were very good today. They had a few options on the counter attack, but their quality is not quite the same when they haven't got Vardy. Daka looked good first half, but lacked it in the second half. I mean,
yeah.
Anyway, Just Genuine Guy says Skip. Yeah, I thought Skip was quality as well. Really commanded that midfield. I didn't believe until I went to standing to see points because I gave up when it was 2 minutes to go. Coy's Kane is always there to show up. Wow.
Oh, you can't give up till the whistle blows, man.
Never do that, man. Especially after the Ajax game. We all know that Spurs have got that in them every once in a blue moon. Mora was amazing. I don't know if Song could have done anything better. Again, like, the fact that we're exactly that, Nathan. The fact that we're doing bits without Son, is obviously a great sign. And some people will argue, when Son's back in this team, we don't play the same. People always argue it when Kane's out of the team. The fact of the matter is, we're coping without Son. It's only 1 game, but this is a real, alarm bell now that we can push for this top 4. Let's invest now. Let's get over the line. I mean, we're not even near the line at the moment, but we can see it now. Like, before this game, we couldn't see top 4. Now it's back on, and this is the time to invest in this team. Not in the summer when we finish 6th or 7th because we haven't. This is it now. Because let's be honest, apart from Bergwijn, we haven't really got options off the bench. Okay, Brian Hill has been our best option off the bench, but it's very limited, and it's not the squad depth we have had in previous seasons, is it?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I think that the issue is our depth, and he's going all out for the Premier League, and that's fine. And we do need to bring some players, but who we've been out of the top 4 for a few years now, so it's going to be kind of hard to bring someone in January. I think that maybe if I don't know what you guys think about Adama. I know that one's been consistently throughout this January window is someone that we want to bring in. But what does that leave off Bergwijn? Because there were rumors that if he comes, Bergwijn goes, but now Bergwijn's in form. I don't know. I think it's the defense that's leaky more so than anything.
And if there was a player that was leaving other than maybe Ndombele, Bergwijn was the most likely suspect to leave this window. I mean, Fabrizio came out and said Bergwijn wants to leave. They've had offers from Dutch clubs. I mean, what happens now? And the other question is, guys, and this is one for the chat, so get your answers in here. Would you guys start Bergwijn against Chelsea? Because for me, do you start him or do you bring him on for that impact like he brought today? I mean, one thing's for sure is someone needs to make him very angry before he comes on, because that guy plays unbelievably. Pushes someone in the face, potentially. It was a yellow card, and if he probably did it with more force, we could be looking at red cards for that. But I mean, it's just, you get someone hyped up and fired up and, really wanting to play, and it's a different ball game for me.
Yeah, no, that's it. You're 100% right. I think 1 game and you're oh man. Kane Lucas.
So Sonny says Bergwijn could have my kids. Steven says you would start Bergwijn, and Ben Zimmerman has said Tanganga is the weakest link. He can't start against Chelsea, and this is what I was saying. Tanganga didn't fill me with confidence today either. It's got to be said. He was better than he has been, but still, we probably wouldn't be
Peter
saying
Patch
that if
is
we
here
won.
saying he deserves a start. Either or works. Yeah. Again, it all depends, right? It's super sub might be the best quality he has right now until he starts picking up form. And yeah, we do play different without Sun, but I mean, we're just as good when we are with Sun. So I'm glad that we're coping. I know that happened in 2018-19 for the when Kane was injured. Sun stepped up. Now it might be Bergwijn's turn, at least until Sun comes back. So
everyone thought Lucas is the guy that, is going to fill Son's boots. Is it Bergwijn now, or is it both? Who knows? But guys, there is 25 of you watching on YouTube Live, which is great stats for us. Guys, simply just hit that thumbs up button. It would mean the absolute world to us. I can see there's 6 likes now. Let's get that to 15 to 20. And yeah, guys, let's just think about this for a minute. Does Tanganga start next game? I want to know what you guys think on that one. And wow, what's everyone's predictions for Chelsea as well? I mean, if you told me if we lost 2-1 today, I'd be not looking forward to the Chelsea game. Now, it's that morale factor as well. Not only the 3 points, which is huge, it's just that morale that has got going. Like, you saw the reaction. It's absolute scenes in that way, and it probably still is. I doubt they've even been let out yet. But, that morale to go into that next game with our heads held high and Chelsea on a downer with a draw at Brighton. Let's have them. Let's do it.
I'm still nervous about that Chelsea game, though, to be honest.
I'm not nervous. I'll always be nervous for a Spurs game, especially going to Stamford Bridge where we've won once in about 20 years. But what a time to play them. They're on a downer and we're on a massive high. Like, this is the biggest high we could ask for to revive our season, because let's be honest, there was a lot of negativity going into this game. Leicester aren't on form, neither are we. And suddenly things change with a win in 95th and 97th minute. It's just unbelievable. Let's get through a couple more comments. Victor, welcome on in, my man. He says, Fabrizio just shared that we rejected 2 bids for Bergwijn, and due to today's form, it now looks complicated. Well,
yeah, what a turn.
Fabrizio Romano is an absolute genius. I mean, let's be honest, we all know that we're going to be rejecting bids now. I mean, the guy's got to go up 10 million for that performance. Leicester Romero is back. I guess this no is to playing Tanganga. And to be real, we outplayed them for 75 minutes. I thought we were very good first half, but I thought it was going to be a game where all the chances came to us, and then no end product, and we get made to pay for our costly errors and missed chances, and that's how they scored first. Daka scored. They had 1 shot, and we had 8, and we had about 10 corners.
Yeah. I'm wondering how we'll look when Romero's back, for sure.
Well, it's got to be a positive, right?
Yeah.
And Dyer, we're struggling without Dyer in terms of at the back. I mean, I don't think we'd have conceded 2 with Dyer today, and I can't believe I'm saying that, but we're getting 1 foot closer to top 4. I can see us pushing more. Exactly that, Stephen. Would you take anyone from Leicester? I like Harvey Barnes. I think he's a quality player.
Yeah,
I think it's easy to say Daka because we should have got him ourselves.
How about Tielemans?
Tielemans, absolute player. I think he would go into our midfield 100%. Him and Højbjerg would work really well.
Than a few of the people we already have.
But then would you play Skip? I would say Skip deserves his chance in the 11 right now. Maybe
that's true.
So he actually got absolutely skinned by Kane, by the way, on that goal. Agreed, but we need to go to the bridge showing them no respect. Take the game to them from the off. Exactly that, Ben. I'll take a draw against Chelsea. Stamford Bridge is our kryptonite. Exactly 1 win in however many years, my friend.
Thanks.
Nathan says, I would love another creative midfielder like Fekir, Isco, or even Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse is so underrated, I think. I think he's an absolute proper player.
Yeah, we need an attacking midfield, to be honest. We don't have one.
Yeah, I can see Ndidi. I think I'd take Tielemans over Ndidi just on the fact that I think him and Højbjerg would be absolutely unbelievable. That would be just solid. Probably one of the best midfields in the Prem if they worked well together. And I'd love Mads. Exactly. Maddison is just like...
Maddison, yeah.
Maddison reminds me of, in terms of his passion and energy, like Dele Alli when he came in. Like, Maddison just loves playing. And when he scores, he goes absolutely nuts. Like, he's just cracking player. I'm so glad he's, playing in our English national team.
I would say Maddison took the direction that we thought Dele Alli would.
Yeah, but again, Maddison could drop off, but he does look like a proper player, doesn't he? He really does.
Yeah.
Really does. Guys, still 20 of you watching, 8 likes. Let's push that to 15. It really helps the channel out, guys, and helps us to do more videos, in the near future. Sammy's in here. Welcome in, Sammy. Haven't seen you before. Hope you're doing well. He says Adama would be very solid and build up our attack. Would you guys play Adama right wing back or right wing? Get your comments in there. But Edward said, "Come on, Bergwijn. Man's just saved his place in the team, and not just in the team, but in the football club. I mean, he's linked with going, and then suddenly Fabrizio's tweeting saying that we're rejecting bids. I mean, Daniel Levy's probably on the phone rejecting calls from, Ajax and PSV right now. So
yeah, they're probably going like, you know what? Yeah, well, we changed our mind. We'll pay the 25. That's fine. It's like, nope, not anymore. Higher.
Castagna has been a great right back for Leicester. Absolutely good player.
Yeah,
but I mean, I want to keep. It's interesting.
Remember when we were linked to him?
It was interesting the change bringing on Doherty, though. I thought
Yeah.
right wing, 100%. And Emil's in here. Welcome on in, Emil. Hope you're good. And he said, I know he's just moved to Palace, but I think Gallagher is so underrated and can go forward as well. For me, he's not underrated. I think he's an absolute baller, and I think a lot of people have realised he's a proper player. I mean, Conor Gallagher has been unbelievable for Palace this year. I mean, it's the fact that Chelsea tried to recall him and realised they couldn't based on the loan agreement. That just summarises it for me. I think he's going to be back in that Chelsea team next season. He's going to be like almost a sub for Mason Mount in terms of, just cracking player, absolutely cracking player. Victor says, if we get Adama, he has to play right wing back. He isn't replacing Lucas or Bergwijn. Yeah, I can't see him fitting in over, especially Lucas. I mean, also Brian Hill, I would say, is equally as good as Adama, if not better. I mean, both almost look unbelievable on the ball and aren't really producing an end product. That's the similarities between the two.
I feel like Adama's more of someone you'd bring in to just get the ball up front. It's kind of what we've been missing on the right.
Absolutely. But, that's the good thing. He could be a versatile player. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of Adama Traore, but, he could play right wing back. He can play right wing. He gives us an option depending on how the game's going. It's almost like a plan A and a plan B option. The plan A option is obviously to come on to stay on at right wing back. The plan B is to smack him up front and, run down that line and crossing the ball. It's absolutely unbelievable the options he would really bring. Guys, massive thanks for the interactivity tonight. There's 40 of you in here. It's absolutely incredible. Who knows that, if Spurs produce these kind of performances all the time, we'll all be absolutely buzzing, wanting to talk about Spurs more. Edward's in here. Welcome in, Edward. Hope you're well. He says, although he doesn't play well, usually Doherty really proved himself today. Hopefully he can keep up the form. Exactly that. Doherty's obviously have been absolutely slated, but Andre, I don't know about you. I'll let you talk, but for me, he was very good when he came off.
No, I think so as well. His crosses were much better. Even the fact that he got into the box the way he was getting in this time, and then what led to the goal, right? Even though he fell, but yeah, it was a much better performance from what I've seen with him. Plus, he was also being played in the right position that he's used to playing. He was left all these times. Finally gets the right wing back position, which that's what he played at Wolves, if memory serves me correctly. And now all of a sudden he's playing well. It makes sense. That's his position. Yeah,
absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Right wing back seems to be Doherty's position. He's not a right back, is he? Like he played under Nuno. And I mean, Nuno shot himself in the foot. You had the player that he did so well at Wolves with and played him right back. I mean, he played right wing back at Wolves. We all know that.
Yeah, I think he came into Tottenham trying to sort of mold himself into the Tottenham form when it should be that we bring you in to bring your form to Tottenham.
Yeah, exactly that. There was a bit too much. It was trying to tailor him to something he wasn't. But Joseph's in here. Welcome in, Joseph. Hope you're well. He says, what's up, guys? Ward-Prowse is the one for me. His passing and free kicks are out of this world. His free kicks, that banger the other week was unreal. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Just from my reaction there, Joseph, get Ward-Prowse in, he'll be unbelievable. The only thing that would be a shame, and we need to maybe get rid of the whole sort of Tottenham through and through, is I think Skip's an absolute player, and I think he can be unbelievable. But obviously, there's always that risk. He sort of goes into a bit of a winks, if you like. But Ward-Prowse, I'm not going to say no to a better player and a better player in our squad. That's for sure. Just Genuine Guys said, I think we should concentrate more on defence. Forward, we are good. Couldn't agree more. I mean, today we should not have conceded 2 goals. Leicester were not good up front. I mean,
he was very leaky. I feel like they were all over the place. That second goal, Sanchez was way up front. He just left it standing. He turned around and he was chasing. I was like, you should be further back with the rest of the line.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you one thing, just going off subject quickly, I cannot wait to see that Conte cam. It's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be on that. But another rock at the back would do wonders for us. Exactly that, Joseph.
Yeah.
That's what we need, isn't it? Really, that is really what we need. Victor's saying getting into the box used to be his trademark at Wolves. It can be anyone's trademark. The thing is, we need someone with an end product, and Adama Traore with, 1 goal contribution, which was last week, by the way, in 17 league appearances. Is that something we need, or is that something we're just going with the fact he's quick and he can, get to the byline? For me, I would take Adama, but I think it is almost like okay, no one else is available job. I feel like, it could go, obviously it could go either way, but for me, he hasn't massively impressed me at Wolves. I mean, think about it. If he wasn't so quick, people wouldn't really be interested in him, but it's just that difference he brings, and he brings something different. So maybe we could mold him into a right wing back. Who knows?
Yeah.
Tom Spalding says Tanganga needs to be loaned to AC Milan. He's got potential. Yeah, that was the news today, wasn't it? Tanganga to potentially AC Milan.
Tanganga being linked out. Yeah.
G Bro says Tottenham on fire, and Sanchez is a headless chicken according to Just Genuine Guy.
He can't. He's very inconsistent, and I don't know. I haven't forgiven him from that Juventus game from a few years ago.
You were talking about Doherty. Got you. Yeah, it used to be his trademark. Absolutely. He scored goals for Wolves, Doherty, and we saw signs of it today. He got forward and he looked decent. I think there was a chance where he brushed it past the left post. Probably should have done better, but it's good that he was getting into those positions. It was nice to see. Game played like my cousin on pro clubs. He needs to pass the ball instead of shooting every time he gets it. Oh, absolutely, Peter. Absolutely. You guys can beat Chelsea on Saturday. I hope you're right, bro. I hope you're right.
I hope so.
Guys, there is 36 of you watching live. That is our best views for a good long time. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to us. And obviously follow us on all socials as well. Guys, we're going to wrap things up in a couple of minutes. If you've got any other comments or any other thoughts on the game other than just genuine scenes, let us know. Vincent said should have been a red card. Then he got up to score 2. Do you know what? My initial reaction when he put his hands in his face, I was like, "Oh no, he's going to get sent off." He's going to end nasty. I mean, you could have punched me in the face 100 times and told me Bergwijn scored 2 goals after that and won the game, and no one would believe you. No one would believe you. But this is the magic of football. These things can happen. It's an absolute beauty.
It's happened against us. This time it just happened to happen for us. So
yeah, exactly. Sometimes it goes our way, sometimes it doesn't. Exactly that. But did you think it was a red card, Andre?
From what I saw, no, but I definitely was really concerned because I'm like, he's mad. He's going to do a bad tackle later and then get sent off, because that's usually what happens. Remember when Lamela, he did some stupid push as well in the Arsenal game. He got carded and then he scored that banger, and then later he got red carded, and I was like, okay. All right, the moment of brilliance, and then like 15 minutes later, he got a red card and left. That's just how it goes. So,
yeah, exactly. Some referees might have sent him off for that. That's the inconsistency with refereeing, isn't it? But that's completely another subject. Bergwijn really took that fall from Cienci to heart. Exactly.
Yeah, I wonder what he said to him exactly, other than get up, because I think he might have said something more, but.
I reckon Bergwijn said something to him when he scored the 2 goals. That's for sure. But just a genuine guy says, time to expressions reaction video. I'm sure that is going to be an absolute banger video tonight, guys. Wow. I don't even know where to end. Like, I want to talk about Tottenham all day, all night, but unfortunately, the focus will be Sunday. I say unfortunately, but in terms of stats, obviously our record isn't good at Stamford Bridge, but let's hold this morale high to Sunday, and see where it takes us.
Yeah.
See where it takes us, guys. We'll do a couple more minutes getting your score predictions for Sunday after seeing that. Obviously, I'm sure it's changed since the game kicked off this evening. I'm gonna go for I'll let you go first, Andre. Sorry.
All right, I'm gonna go for a draw.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 1-1.
1-1.
2-2.
1-1. Who's going to score?
1-1. I would say Kane.
Kane, yeah.
I think he'll squeeze it in there. He's really good at finding opportunities. From half chances, he scores. I've seen those many times.
He
Other than
created it
that,
all for him. He created it all for himself today. You know, the
yeah,
run was fantastic. The fake shot inside to beat Soenchu and put him on his backside was fantastic. The finish off the post and in. You know, 2 of our goals today off the post and in. The post is on our side today. Like you said, at other times it might not be.
yeah.
I'm going for a 1-0 as well, Andre. Not to copy the trend, but I can
I
see us
don't. Yeah.
scoring. I can see us scoring first, and then sitting back for a 1-0 and then conceding. That's
Not
what I
even
can
that. I
see.
could even see us. I feel like these days we concede first. It's not like the Mourinho era where we would score and then sit back and get scored on. It's more the other way. We tend to get scored on and then we're resilient. I don't know what
Mm.
Conte says in the change in the half times talks, and then we come back and we score. So, but I don't see us keeping a clean sheet either.
Mm. It's a common trend at the moment. 1-1 from Peter. This is
Yeah.
how the season ends. 2021, City first, Liverpool second, Spurs third. Wow, and Arsenal fourth. So Chelsea are going to absolutely bottle it. Man United are going to come out that top 4. Wow. Man United won 3-0 tonight. Apparently didn't play amazing, but got the win. Ronaldo didn't score, which is probably messed people's fantasy teams up. But that's going a bit off topic.
Hey
Guys,
man, look, Manchester United has not been playing well because Rangnick brought this guy called Chris Armas. I'm a Toronto FC fan, and he used to be the coach for Toronto FC, and he was not good.
wow. Wow, a
So
bit of inside facts for you there, guys, from
yeah,
Toronto and Man United.
just letting you guys know if you're curious as to why Man United might not be very good right now, check out Chris Armas's stats with Toronto FC before heading to Manchester United, and it all makes sense.
It all makes sense. But I'll tell you something that makes sense. Spurs are on the up. We're going to the game on Sunday. Guys, we'll do another match reaction on Sunday for you guys on this channel, 15 to 20 minutes after the full-time result. Let's hope we're in good spirits again. I'm sure it won't be that kind of scenes again, guys. They don't come around often. Like we said last time was probably April 2019 when Lucas Moura scored that infamous hat-trick in Amsterdam. But guys, we really appreciate the support tonight. There was 40, maybe even 50 of you in here at one point. If you could please spare just a like on the video and a subscribe to the channel if you're watching on YouTube. If you're on the audio podcast, which will be going out later today, make sure you subscribe to the podcast. And of course, follow us on all social media to keep up with all the transfer news, guys. Andre, thanks for joining me. It's been an absolute blast. Guys, please hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a great evening, guys. Have a few beers if you do that. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.